listeners, and welcome back to the Skylight Books podcast series. This is Better Than the Movie, the series where three booksellers get together with a talented guest to discuss movie adaptations of books. We don't have a guest today, it's just the three of us. I'm your co-host, Justin Remer.
I'm Tyler Austin.
And I'm Allan Traylor.
And today...
And we don't have a guest because Glenn Powell bailed at the last minute, right?
Yeah. He didn't have enough time to rehearse like he did for Hot Ones.
He did a rewatchables, and he was like, well, that, I don't know if I can do another pod.
Mm-hmm. He had asked Tom if he would do the podcast, and Tom was like, I wouldn't do the podcast.
I wouldn't do the podcast. Yeah. If you're going to do it, do a big one,
Sort of career suicide.
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
Tom Cruise is like, I went on The Nerdist once, and people have never looked at me the same since. And
yeah. That guy just loves movies.
But anyhow.
Which ones, though?
All of them. Pick one. All of them.
Can't name one.
Everyone. I just go with my two large popcorns.
Mm-hmm.
He does love popcorn. We know that.
We know he loves popcorn. Mm-hmm. Very relatable.
He's pro movie, pro popcorn.
Yeah.
Any movie.
Matter of fact, I think Regal should put him in the front of their movies.
That would be good. Well, there was the moment during, was it one of the Reckonings, where it would be him and then, or no, it would be Kidman then him right before the movie.
Oof.
So it was like mom and dad, divorced mom and dad of cinema.
Mm-hmm. Happily divorced mom.
Right.
Welcoming us to their split home.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to Final Reckoning in the theater. Please keep coming to the theater.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're doing The Running Man. As promised at the end of the last episode, it did seem for a moment like the curse I predicted by calling it at the end of the episode was going to lead to this not happening. But it did. It just is happening later than, us finishing the book and the movie, unless you rewatched the Schwarzenegger recently, either of you guys.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least we're fresh on
I saved the best for last.
Something. But yeah, obviously it's a book by Stephen King under his old pen name, Richard Bachman, when he was trying to see if people would like his writing if they didn't know it was Stephen King, but he still just wrote like himself, even though he claims it's a different personality.
To be fair, it has a little more racism in it.
There's so much unguarded racism in this book.
I mean, that does carry over from Misery.
Yeah.
I mean, in
true.
Theory, in Misery.
But I would say 15% more.
Yeah. All the racism in Misery is the book within the book that our main character, Paul, is writing.
Right.
Yeah.
So Paul's racist.
Yes.
Anyways.
And this time it's just the main character is.
Yeah.
Actually, most people are, because I feel like a lot of people are just throwing epithets all over the place.
It's not great.
And obviously there's the new film directed by Edgar Wright, written by him and Michael Bacall. They worked on Scott Pilgrim together. Was hoping that would lead to Cinema Gold. It led to some sort of medal. Cinema... I don't even know if bronze...
Something radioactive, I think.
10 maybe.
Yeah. I definitely like the movie better than both of you guys, but even I'm not going to be like, this was great. It was good. And then, of course, we'll also discuss the Schwarzenegger picture from the 80s, which is not nearly as faithful to the book, but is maybe more fun to talk about. Mm-hmm. So I know you're not much of a Stephen King guy, Tyler, in general. Have you had any, had any run-ins with Richard Bachman before this encounter?
What are the Bachman titles? I actually don't know.
The Long Walk.
Oh, is also him? Okay.
Thinner.
The school shooter one.
Hate, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rage.
Rage. A certain very tall celebrity once called the store looking for that. But I won't say who. I'll never tell. Okay.
Sure.
It's true.
All right.
Just be like, go find the Bachman books on eBay. Like, I'm sure it's still fairly reasonable.
Kind of because I think that one is specifically not in print anymore. So it was very
that's why I think that's why the other ones are busted out as singles now, because
it's like I don't want that one. No, I don't think I read any of those. This is my first. Is that all of them?
No.
Thinner is one.
Thinner, right?
Did you say that?
Roadwork is one.
It's interesting that they're all titles that you'd be like, well, those sound like Stephen King ideas. Like, if you're really going to go different, like, wouldn't you do like Shawshank under Bachman? Is that a Bachman? Or like Stand By Me or something?
Maybe he was conceiving it as a Bachman and then was just like,
The public ruined it by finding out immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that, yeah.
Although actually maybe the timing is different.
And I'm sure his publishers are like, we just want to sell the books, man.
Right.
I don't care about your thing.
Your whole deal doesn't really.
He put it in a the like Shawshank and Stand By Me and all those were in a collection that was pointedly like, I'm not doing horror, I'm doing human person stories.
Yeah, sure.
Which arguably, like, he's fine at doing human person stories with a supernatural bent, like in The Dead Zone. So I don't know why he keeps feeling like I need to like micromanage the way people are experiencing my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at most, this is like 10 degrees off from like what he would just normally. It's like, oh, it's a dystopian future with like some sci-fi borderline elements. That's like that's very clearly a Stephen King premise.
The main character's a little angrier than he would be normally. He's still running into like children who speak like 50s kids. It's still a Stephen King thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I might have mentioned it to you, and maybe even a prior episode, like in Mr. Mercedes, he clearly like is trying to seem more with it, so he keeps like having characters refer to Vampire Weekend, and it's just like, it doesn't feel natural.
Oh, man.
It doesn't feel like you even know what Vampire Weekend is. Like, I don't know.
That's pretty tough.
That's yeah.
I don't like that.
He's like, I'm with it.
I know what the kids
As we all
like.
know, Vampire Weekend will always rule.
What about you, Allan? Did you ever read like Thinner or any of those other ones?
I mean, I've seen the movie.
That's
based on Thinner, but I've never read like the Bachmans. I've only read like a handful of Stephen King's. I'm sort of mixed on them. It's really just the racism and the weird sex shit that he does.
I mean, agreed. I feel like when I was 12, I sort of got into it because I feel like I just bought into the cultural hype of like, he's one of the great like cool writers to read and he'll scare you. And I
mean, I still stand by his first short story collection is wonderful.
No, that's really good. I mean, Carrie is a great book.
Yeah. And
I was really pissed that the more recent movie, they claimed it was going to be closer to the book, and then they just remade the movie. Mm-hmm. Honestly, maybe a little easier to do because that book is tougher to anyhow, but good book.
I've heard Carrie's pretty good, yeah. That's his second book, first book?
First book. I think maybe Salem's Lot is the second one. So like first run is pretty solid, but then he's like, you know what? Cocaine and commercial expectations. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, so my personal experiences, I've read scattered random ones, but like I definitely, there's like a cutoff. Like after high school, I wasn't like reading like the cell phone one.
Cell.
Right.
Cellular?
I think I read Cell actually.
Oh yeah.
I think I read it. I think I read it in high school. I don't remember a single moment of that book.
I certainly remember
but I
seeing
remember buying it
in the grocery store.
Yeah.
That is funny. I think
I bought it from a Borders.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I think I remember
R.I.P.
buying used hardcovers of the one, because there was the one in maybe the late 90s where he's like, I'm going to do a my novel, and then I'm going to do the Bachman version of like the same kind of story, and you put the two covers together and it makes a full painting. And I think I similarly got hornswoggled.
What a genius.
Yeah, I similarly got hornswoggled by like, that's cool. Look, you put the two covers together and it makes a painting.
I mean, to be fair, that is fun.
That's a fun. I mean, what is that? Just like the sprayed edges of its day?
Kind of.
In its own, it's like, you got to have them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have read neither. To be fair, like I think his of those two, like his is like 800 pages, and the Bachman one is like 500 pages. It's like that's a lot of time to commit. Yeah. We keep returning to King because he's so popular to adapt. Yeah. But I think it's odd. Maybe a little spoiler for my take, but I don't know that even the source material is all that good in this case. So part of the fault of the new movie is that it's trying to be faithful to like not that hot of a book.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I kind of agree. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's not really, it doesn't really propel you through the story.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like, I do like in the book that he is more clever than in the most recent movie.
Oh, the character is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I do think a lot of the characterization of Ben Richards in the novel is quite compelling.
Yeah.
And I like that aspect of it. But I think as far as like...
Should have been Michael Cera as Ben Richards. If you want to be faithful to the book, he's like not a manly man, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Yeah, he's sort of described like just like tall and
he's
lanky.
sort of a docile man who still reads.
Yeah.
And like,
but is just like disgruntled enough that like he has fuck authority.
Yeah.
And they're like, perfect. We're going to make you run and try to murder you.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Who would you cast as the Running Man if we're again trying to stick faithful to the book? I'll think as well. Although I do like Michael Cera. I think that would be a fun.
I mean, he's
a fun
basically
Running Man.
doing it. He's so angry in the movie
It's
in his
true,
small
yeah.
part. And he makes it work because he's not a crazy strong man. He's just like, I'll electrify the fucking floors. And I'll super soak him to death. Like that's a thinking man's rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say the version of that character in the movie is much more satisfying than the book.
Yeah.
And it is probably because Michael Cera plays the part. Yeah.
He brings a lot of life to it. Yeah, I don't know who would be the better version. It is funny because, like, as we...
It would just have to be someone you could believe cares about their family.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe.
Well, and it's
He fucking pats his chest when he says goodbye, possibly forever, to his wife. Get the fuck out of here.
it is kind of like the chemistry is
Might as well
lacking.
be the Wakanda Forever salute on his way out the
Basically.
door.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
He's like, you saw that movie, right, wife? Anyways.
that whole first scene in particular is pretty weak in terms of like getting us to care about him or his family, because it is just the most exposition-y, like a man who carried Sydney Sweeney up a mountain to make Anyone But You halfway palatable can somehow not make this dialogue work in a way that's kind of tough. And I think it depends like what his stardom is going to become. And I think people pointed out that this is obviously like him following the Tom Cruise playbook. Yeah. And I don't know if maybe that's the lane for him. I think maybe he belongs in stuff that's a little lighter and a little more, not I don't know if he's an action star, is like kind of seemingly.
I don't even know if this is an action movie.
It really is. I mean, that's it
has action scenes in it.
There's action
for sure,
in it. Yeah. But like even that first scene in the book, and I know we'll jump ahead to the thing, but it's
fine.
Basically it's like it's also they're like we're going to be more faithful, but they do sand off some of the edges of it that I think would make it more interesting in a world where it's like I was just thinking about in terms of like setting up the character in the movie. He's watching these shows and he has like a little scorecard of like how much money people are making, which is meant to show that like, wow, he's smart. He's putting it all together. It's like
doesn't use any of it.
He's just writing down numbers.
Yeah.
It's easy to see that people make money
it's
on
showing
reality.
that he's trying to game the system. And yet he uses none of that knowledge.
Right. But because it isn't knowledge.
In fact, everyone he meets is like, actually, here's what you should do. And he's like, okay.
All right, sounds good. No, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because he's not gaining any knowledge by just writing down that people make money on these shows. That's the only information he's conveying. Whereas in the book, he's like, it's very pointedly that he doesn't watch these shows, and his wife knows that something's wrong with him because he started to watch the shows and like basically consider going on one of them, which is maybe more interesting to show that he's like a thinking guy. He prefers books. Yeah. He's not watching the same garbage that everyone watches, but that's not what we see.
I agree. Like that was a moment, because there's like the first, like, as in the book, in the movie, he's given a night to sit in a hotel room. In theory, to like, he could be with a sex worker if he wanted to, but he chose not to. He's sitting alone. In the book, he's like, just bring me some novels. And in the movie, he's watching this stupid reality show that becomes a runner throughout the movie, just for
what is it? The Americanos?
The Americanos.
Americanos.
Yeah.
God, it's 10 years too fucking late, dude.
Yeah. Also, I noticed that there's on Spotify, because the other day I was playing music from the Running Man soundtrack in the store. There's a Running Man playlist. That Americanos theme song is a single on Spotify, or I assume all the streaming services. No plays. It hasn't even hit 1,000 plays, so it just shows zero, like nothing there.
Everyone's like, skip. Damn, that's
I couldn't have been able to tell you whether or not it had a theme song based on the movie.
Same.
So that sort of
Well, I think that's isn't it? It's literally just a voice going like Americanos or something like that.
Yeah, that's probably
Don't you want that playing for 90 seconds on your Spotify?
Pretty cool.
To remember your favorite movie of the year.
You were also playing what was the Baby Driver soundtrack, and I thought that it was weird you skipped all the Kevin Spacey skits.
It's true. I did skip the Kid Koala. Was he slow? Was he slow? Was he slow?
Went very good.
I love Kid Koala, but yeah, something about that track I couldn't.
Yeah, I can't
stick
get
with
behind it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, I don't know. How should we break it? So I'm assuming, had both of y'all seen the Schwarzenegger before any of this?
Many times.
I'd seen it in bits and pieces.
I almost didn't watch it because I remember it so well still. I watched it anyways because I needed a treat.
Now, when you say you watch it, you just closed your eyes and imagined it in your mind. You conjured it in your...
I went to my mind palace.
In your mind palace, you went to the theater room and put it on.
Right.
It's very nice. I had seen it a bunch of it on TV, but had never, I think, sat down to watch it beginning to end. And so did that and was very pleased.
Yeah. I think I was very late coming to it. I think I had too many expectations when I watched it, I think in lockdown, and was just like, this isn't as good as,
Oh, you hadn't seen it as a kid?
No.
Oh,
That's what I was going to say. This isn't as good as the 7-year-olds I hung out with told me it was or whatever.
Sure.
And then rewatching it this time, I think a lot less was at stake for me, and I just said, yeah, fun.
Yeah, it's a fun. I wouldn't say I do think it's a good movie, but it's not a great movie. But it is always a fun one.
I think also just like isolating things like Richard Dawson's performance as the host.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Merging the host with the producer is like just a great idea.
Perfect presence and perfect hissable villain, but lovable villain. Yeah.
He is incredible. Yeah. It is like kind of insane how good of a performance he is giving all the way through. From like the moment where he's coming in and he like steps on a mop, like a janitor gets up and he's like, "Oh, please don't worry about it. If he's not here tomorrow, if he's not gone tomorrow, you will be." It's like so every little thing.
Yeah, but he's got to keep up appearances.
It's kind of incredible that like the Family Feud host is like an unbelievable I mean, and he'd acted previously in like Hogan's Heroes and stuff, but like
I mean, all that shit is just showbiz, man.
Right. He's just kind of like a capital E entertainer, but he like fucking rocks it. He's so good. Which, I mean, would be more interesting if like Coleman Domingo was just also the producer of this in this world. I think we'd all be a lot happier.
Yeah.
There's not much benefit in hanging on to that dichotomy of two characters. Like, I don't know.
Also, I love that Richard Dawson got his thing of kissing every woman into this movie.
There's not a single take where he didn't, I'm sure.
He literally leans in to kiss an old woman and goes like, "No tongue."
His number one fan.
No tongue. It's so. I mean, you just cut back to him and he's giving away board game versions of The Running Man and shit. I was like, this guy's awesome. This is great.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Because should I briefly break down the Richard Dawson of it all with the herpes and everything? I can get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, so everyone, you go back and you're like, you watch an old Family Feud and you're like, wow, crazy. How were people not mad about the fact that Richard Dawson just kissed every woman on the mouth, mouth to mouth on television? Of any age. And turns out they were. And they sent in a bunch of letters, especially in the 80s when it was like, what about like orally transmitted sexual diseases?
Yeah.
And he's like, Don't worry about it. I'm going to keep doing it, but we're going to use a magnifying glass before every episode to ensure that none of the guests have herpes. If they have oral herpes, I won't kiss them. I won't stop kissing them on the off chance that they do and we can't find it.
Magnifier?
Yes.
Jesus
They inspected
Christ.
the mouths of every woman who was on Family
Hey,
Feud.
what is this for? Oh, I wouldn't worry about it.
It's not important.
Don't worry about it
You've
at all.
seen the show.
Yeah, you know what's up.
You know what you're signing up for with old Rich,
Like, I
with
don't
old
think
Dickie
so.
Dawson.
What is this for?
Incredible stuff.
He's from England, that's how they do it.
That's
there.
how they do it.
Insane. I didn't know that.
That's
I mean, I knew about the touchy-feely, but I didn't know how far they went to ensure he could keep doing it. What the fuck?
He's like, we're going to need a system in place, otherwise I fucking walk.
Oh my God, dude. So a great choice for a dystopian.
Pretty perfect. I mean, pretty perfect.
Yeah.
As far as Schwarzenegger, this is kind of the Total Recall move before Total Recall. Because as in Total Recall, the character is written as an everyman. And they're like, we know the perfect everyman. This bulky ass guy.
The man we've given the title Mr. Universe.
Ubermensch means everyman, right? I think. I'm pretty sure they're the same words. Yeah.
Although in the movie, he starts off as a cop, right?
Yes.
In the Schwarzenegger
yes,
movie,
he
right?
does. Yeah.
Not in the recent movie.
He's a
chopper
helicopter cop pilot. Yeah, exactly. Who
And
has
it's-
morals.
Yeah, it's also to show you like how distorted the truth is to give you that one sort of verifiable, like this is how it actually happened.
Right,
So
the
you can
tape
understand
thing,
the rage like throughout, I guess, a little bit better.
Oh, right, because they frame him for
Yeah,
the
and they
massacre
change
that
it.
then happens.
The Bakersfield Massacre.
Which also begs the question, were they setting him up the whole time? Because what was the value in shooting a bunch of innocent people at the beginning of the movie?
It's just what they do in that reality, man.
Yeah. And then you have to have one good man. I love that that's his. It is.
Yeah, it's also crazy. It's like it's not your first day as
Exactly.
a cop. Like,
This
how
is
is
the
this the
moment-
first massacre you've turned out?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
Exactly.
I
You
don't
became
think
a
so.
cop in the dystopian
It would make more
future.
sense if he was like, "This is just one too many."
Yeah, right.
I can't do this
I
one, guys.
Can't possibly have do this anymore. I mean, I've massacred and I've massacred.
Not my beloved Bakersfield.
No,
I'm from Bakersfield,
It's my hometown. My mom's named Martha too.
Can't you tell by my accent? This is Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. Exactly. And
Butcher
they-
of Bakersfield, I
which-
think is what it is.
Wait, sorry.
I think it's the Butcher of Bakersfield.
Butcher of Bakersfield
Yeah.
becomes his title, yeah. Which is interesting. So they set it up that way so as to make him obviously a likable hero. But then they keep going even further because then we meet him in like a prison camp where we find out that he is in fact also like still capable of an escape, of like a prison break. And like he's become friends with Yaphet Kotto, which obviously makes him more likable.
Yep. I mean, that's the Yaphet charm right there.
But
Another guy whose name I can never remember.
Oh.
Is like a character actor.
Oh,
for
the
a while.
glasses guy?
Yeah.
who is that?
I
He
can't
was
remember
good.
his fucking name.
I enjoyed him.
But yeah,
as
he's
well.
pretty good in it.
But
As
yeah,
Geek Squad.
As Geek Squad, right? Exactly. So they set him up. He escapes. Then he becomes a fugitive. He meets the woman who wrote the theme song for The Running Man in the show, who's living in his brother's apartment, who was like
Which
taken
is
away
like
to the camps.
a weird merge of I forget her name from the book and the new movie.
Oh,
the person
at
he
the very
kidnaps.
end. Yeah.
It's like a weird merger of her and sort of his wife.
Yes, right. He's not married. He doesn't have a family.
Yeah.
And then he sort of like becomes a fugitive.
Like I only respect the choices of the earlier movie more because they're like, let's take these two characters who ain't doing a whole lot, make them the same character.
It makes a lot of sense, honestly. Yeah, I kind of get it. So yeah, they do a lot of setup that's not in the. I mean, the book it starts and he's basically like, right, my kid's dying. I'm sad.
This isn't a great picture of him, but I think the dude from the 80s Running Man you're talking about, who's the glasses nerd, is Marvin J. McIntyre. He also is featured in films such as Back to the Future 3, Short Circuit, Pale Rider with
Eastwood.
Eastwood. Also, apparently
Mystery
was in
Eastwood.
an episode of Nash Bridges with
Hell
Cheech
yeah.
and Don Johnson.
Gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, he acted in
No
stuff.
Job
Walker,
and actor,
Texas
baby.
Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, Walker.
Yeah.
He,
Texas Ranger.
he appears in the film Fatherhood, the Patrick Swayze escape criminal or maybe paroled criminal who's a dad and has to anyhow Fatherhood, playing the role of skinny guy.
Oh, I get it. Fatherhood. Interesting. Interesting.
Not Father's Day with Robin and Billy.
Fatherhood, based on the true life stories and experiences of Michael J. Hardy. Well, he sounds like a great guy.
Whoa.
Yeah, it could be. Cut him some slack.
I don't know. Maybe. maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, but Arnold, it's good. It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's very much an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with the one-liners and his sort of general vibe.
Yeah.
And it's definitely, that movie is definitely more interested in sort of a Death Race 2000, cartoon reality that's like sort of satirical dystopia, and especially like as far as the pop culture of it with the Running Man home game and whatnot, it's much more like this is satire.
Yeah.
Whereas the novel is less doing that, and also the new movie feels almost like it's stuck between where it's like, well, we still have to have the showy sequences, but not as fun, not as cartoony.
I mean, either which way, they're not Paul Verhoeven, and it's like that actually would kind of be the guy you'd want to do it. Is really kind of where it should be.
Yeah, speaking of Total Recall.
Yeah, exactly.
And RoboCop. Like he would nail that tone.
Oh, yeah.
Of like
Every time.
Ultra violence, but absurd and satirical. That's, would be nice.
Yeah. But instead we got the director of Kazam.
Yeah. And
did he play Starsky?
Oh, you know what? I did this recently. I believe he's Starsky. Yeah.
Okay, from Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's the blonde one?
Sure.
Or no? Is he?
I think he's the dark-haired one. So is that Hutch?
I think that might be Hutch.
You know what? I just vaguely remember the Owen Wilson
right, exactly.
Ben Stiller version, and
they come
not
out in
well
the
enough
end
to remember who's
who or why.
Right.
Trying to remember, I saw that in theaters for my birthday.
I think I saw that in theaters
13, 14 maybe. When did they come out? 2005, 4?
Maybe.
About then.
Snoop Dogg came out and we laughed and laughed. Because he's Huggy Bear. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, he had like a fair amount of directing credits, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he did a bunch of TV as well.
So. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Do we want to break down the book? Do we want to break down the movies? What? Talk to me, Tyler. I'm giving you free reign here.
Sort of done a little of all.
A little bit, yeah. I was gonna say, well, the book and the most recent adaptation are very close, given
except
a few details.
Yeah.
So maybe that's an easy one to just power through. But we could do a little Schwarzenegger talk sprinkled throughout.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that one, or we could even just quickly is like, it's more of a contained.
I mean,
world,
we could talk about the because in the Schwarzenegger, rather than being 30 days, it's one night basically.
Yeah.
And it's basically you can only run so far. So we have a bunch of essentially American gladiators before American gladiators set up to fight you.
Exactly. Yeah.
It just makes so much more sense, man.
I kind of
30 days is wild. This show airs once a month, maybe, or maybe twice a month.
I think it's the original version of So You Want to Be a Millionaire or whatever, where they're like, no, every night we're checking in.
It seems to be in the world every night, because they're getting the tapes and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But seems to be.
But no one ever survives that long.
Right.
So it's I just don't understand the world of the book and the movie, the most recent movie. It doesn't make sense.
Not particularly.
To me.
No.
Yeah, it's also interesting the what is it, the prize essentially, because in the book and the new movie, no one has ever made it that far.
Right.
And as far as we know, everybody's died.
Yeah.
At least in the 80s movie, they pretend like people made it.
Yeah.
Although the people
to give false hope.
The people who did make it, they wound up murking anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Still murdered in a right.
Yeah, because they're always controlling the narrative.
Right. And it's very explicitly in the 80s movie that they're all specifically criminals or fugitive, like he's a fugitive or whatever, right? And they're just like, oh, but he can like earn his freedom in a trip to Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas like in this, it's not necessarily.
It's just desperation.
Yeah, but they will still paint you as like scum of the earth, even if you're not like technically a criminal.
Because the thing that Stephen King does set up, at least in the book, is that basically every show is some sort of like torture test of an underprivileged person. Yeah. Like the one where it's like, you're fat and will die if we make you do too much exercise. Great. We're putting you on a treadmill and you're running for money.
And we're going to ask you questions.
Yes, you have to answer questions, and if you get them wrong, it goes faster and you lose money.
Insane.
And you have to have a heart condition to get on that show.
Yeah.
It's really pretty funny. It's interesting. Like the casting of the show is in the book is actually pretty interesting. I kind of felt like, but we don't really get
because you're in his head for a lot of it.
Yeah, and that's
not exactly, but like
those are the moments that work the best. I think probably. Yeah.
I do agree. Actually, him in the casting room and talking to the cops there and sort of hating them, but also being like, can you give me 50 cents for a call kind of thing?
Yeah, like, and I'll pay you back, and he does, and
it works so much better than what they try to do in the movie where he just gives, he doesn't finish a bottle of whiskey and just gives it to the guy who's like the security guy at his door. It's like, okay. Yeah. So you're like Ben Affleck tipping people.
And they held on that shot. I was like, is that guy coming back? Like, what is this?
It felt like we might see him
right?
again. And
that feels like a cutscene or some shit.
I was very excited to see that guy because he's like the third dude in the crew in the town. And I was like, oh, wow. I know him.
Nice. Real Ben Affleck.
It was a good. He's great in it. He's like a Irish American Boston rapper guy.
Oh,
but he's great. Oh. He's great in the town. He's really good in the town. So.
I haven't seen the town in a while. I should revisit
give it a go. Give it a go. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
I like the boys being boys movies. Why not?
Yeah, boys being boys. Yeah. In the Schwarzenegger movie, right? It's all one night. You're kind of put into like a Thunderdome situation, and you just kind of run around and you bump into like a boss every once in a while.
Yeah,
it is kind of like a video game. Yeah, you're right.
There's an electrified opera singer guy.
Yeah, Dynamo,
dude.
Who's got like a light bright, an extreme light bright suit on. Yeah. Well, and so I guess I'll get to my biggest take, which is I think somehow merging the first movie and the book would make for the most satisfying adaptation.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that's really some way of combining the two is the answer to what this should be.
Yeah.
In its most pure form.
Because the original made like really smart choices, in my opinion.
It does. It really does. And like, and specifically the idea.
And so it's leaner too, dude.
It is a lot leaner. Mm-hmm. But I wish there's moments in that where it's like, it is a lot of just like, we're running and then bang, a guy's here. And it's like, I do wish there was a little more structure to the night of the game show.
Yeah.
Where
it does seem sort of like they're just really winging it.
It's
like you've been doing this for a while. Like it shouldn't feel like you're winging it.
We're just throwing him out there. What happens? Like it does feel like there should be a little
also
more.
Wild that like he's the first one to ever kill one of those dudes.
Totally insane. It's
insane. There's no way, dude.
Yeah. And I don't know if we're talking. One of my favorite things is I believe it's Sub-Zero, right? Because I believe they refer to him as
he's the first one that dies.
He's the first one to die. I believe he's
in the hockey rink.
In the hockey rink, of course. He's the frozen skater guy who kills people with a hockey stick or like a razor blade rocky stick. Anyways, I believe in the credits he is credited as Professor, his name, which I think is like his wrestling name. I believe it's him or somebody in this movie is credited. I've never seen a credit of someone Professor. Yeah. Insert first and last name behind it, which I was very happy.
Do Captain Lou Albano. This is Professor whoever.
Something. Exactly. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, I wish there was a little more structure to that one in that way. And it's like if you could do that and have the hunters be a part of. Yeah. Again, if you understood the layout, because that's the thing is you just like we dropped you into like 3 blocks of irradiated land or whatever that's abandoned. It's like I wish we knew the layout or the geography a little more.
You want it to be more like Fortnite. I get you.
Yeah. I would if Glenn Powell did the Flossie dance, would you not smile? Would you not smile?
No, I would.
If he did the Flossie dance,
I really would not like.
Kind of, I think you'd like it. You'd like the Flossie dance a little.
Very annoyed by that.
You'd like it a lot.
I was gonna say, the thing I didn't really ever give thought to in the original movie is that he's a part of the rebellion from the beginning.
Right. Yes.
He's still like throughout being like, I don't want to fucking do this. I just want to survive. And they're like, you can't survive without community. And he's like, I will never learn this lesson until the end of the movie. I kind of like that idea,
which is a good lesson,
because he gets stuck with them at the prison, and like in order to like break out, he like inadvertently becomes part of them.
Yeah. No, that works really well in the first one.
It also works out when they drop in those dudes with him, because it helps him like get out of the whole thing.
There's some, I guess what they're building to in the Schwarzenegger one is right. They're trying to take out the signal, like the satellite or the dish, basically.
Yeah, like the They Live solution, essentially.
Yeah. Right, and like it turns out,
and the Johnny Mnemonic solution.
Yeah,
and the Johnny Mnemonic solution. Yeah.
It's always get the message out.
It's getting the message out, or blowing up the thing that gets the message out, or et cetera, et cetera. Having shifted to a world where everything is about closing a portal. That something's coming through to kill Earth. Yeah. It's nice that it's like, well, it used to be about getting a message out. That would mean something. But apparently that device is inside the like gameplay area, and somehow Mick Fleetwood and his band of rebels have snuck in.
Oh, I almost forgot that. And he's literally just named Mick.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of vaguely say the game takes place in quadrants of LA.
Yeah.
So I would assume that they don't actually own all of LA, that section of LA. So maybe it's possible to see. It's a huge area, even though it doesn't seem like it is in the movie itself.
Yeah,
because they're just sort of jaunting.
Yeah.
The one thing I also
the jaunting man.
They're jaunting.
The one thing I also find interesting that is not so much in the book, but has to be in the new movie, and I almost felt was lacking a little bit in the old movie, but I think it's just what we're used to now, is surveillance. Is like he's not constantly surveilled by cameras in the book or in the 80s movie. There are some cameras, but they're like on poles.
Right.
At least the new movie is like everybody's used to cameras being everywhere, so we've got floating cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
And like DNA sniffers or something.
Oh, right.
But my thing is, because they don't really go into, I can manufacture reasons, but I'm like, why do they do this show at all? They already have absolute control, and they're seemingly not the government. They're just a corporation.
It's the opiate of the masses, Allan.
Sure. But it's like you got a barricade between you and them. Like they don't seem to care about them at all.
You keep them mad, you keep them down.
Yeah, that's
Come
true.
on,
that
man.
is true. That is true.
I don't know. I mean, you're right. Exactly.
Yeah.
They have a fascistic control over the entire society.
Yeah.
Why do? I mean, but I guess the idea being
just go into it a little bit. Just
a
give me
little
something.
more. Keeping them entertained keeps them from rising up.
Yeah, that's an easy thing to do. They don't even really do that though.
Yeah, right.
I feel like
but they're entertained by the Running Man, brother.
Yeah, okay.
I feel that the original book
and the treadmill man.
Yeah, treadmill game's fun.
I feel that the original book gives you a real low down nihilistic vibe.
Yeah.
And the new movie almost makes like living in a hovel seem kind of all right. Like, I mean, sick children aren't great and kids with cancer aren't great, but it almost feels more intellectual. I feel like there's a much more visceral, like living in a shithole vibe that I get from the book.
Yes, and I feel like it's weird because he's supposed to live in like Ohio. Where is he? Where is the city? Because it's like a made-up city.
Shit, I can't remember.
And
I do think I feel like it is it might be Ohio. It feels like it was the Midwest or something.
It's an analog for something, but then he goes in the book and in the movie to like real New York, real Boston. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's this? He's ending up in Maine? Yeah. How would we have ever put together this is a Stephen King novel?
King in Maine?
It just makes no sense to me. Richard Bachman, also from Maine? So it just is
They
weird.
must know each other.
They must be buds. Maybe they're neighbors. Yeah. So that's a weird choice as well, to be like, if we're living in a dystopian world and he's living in this city where it's like, he can't go past the canal lest he be, shot by a cop with a weird pistol gun. Like, like all this like crazy. And then it's just like, and then he's just in New York or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. But I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
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 I don't know.
Basically, this is Beast Games, and
Yeah.
I don't think
Would
Ben
throw a
Richards.
little Johnny Mnemonic
There's
in there.
more thought put into Beast Games,
Beast
though,
Games,
which is very sad to say.
Beast Games, like truly, you could look at as like a an allegory for like horrible capitalism in
Yeah.
the world that we're living in.
100%.
This doesn't quite understand that that's what it's. Or it's like seemingly, I don't know. Yeah.
It just pulls punches. Like it feels like the movie was rushed. I think some executive was like, "Oh, holy shit! It takes place." Or sorry, ChatGPT told an executive that the movie takes place in 2025, and he's like, "Oh, we got like a year. We can do that." I think.
I mean, yeah, 100%. And we're again also coming down to not to just keep harping on Beast Games. They literally reenact the trolley problem in Beast Games.
True.
Multiple times.
No, I could talk forever about how fucking awful the Beast Games is for the culture,
And
man.
so it almost feels like having watched 10 hours of that no matter what this was going to be, slightly impotent. Just because I've already seen people betray dozens of people at a time for like 10 grand.
Yeah.
And we're already living in late stage capitalism in to such a degree that it's like, I don't know if what this is gonna say more than,
Even in the realm of like mockumentary or fiction, I feel like we've seen this story play out in more interesting ways. I kept flashing to, I don't know if you saw it, there was a like late 90s indie movie called Series 7, The Contenders.
Oh, that thing rules.
Which I was thinking, oh, this kind of does that.
Yeah.
They took the idea and ran with it in a better direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I kind of understand the.
Forgot about Series 7, man. I got to revisit that thing. Yeah.
I do understand the impulse to remake because it's not like, again, I think you can watch the Arnold one and say like it's probably better than this one, but
I get it too, but like say something, dude.
Right.
Say anything at all.
There's a lot
It doesn't say a fucking thing, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, or it does, but it's literally him ranting out loud.
Yeah.
And the most
going
forced
through the motions,
kind of, Well, should we
I
get
think
into the plot?
they should have been cowards. They should have gone full 9/11 with the ending, man.
I mean, well, that's
From the book, the book is almost just a constant cry of impotent rage that just ends literally with burn it all the fuck down.
Yeah.
And Edgar Wright seems to be like, oh, I'm going to be more faithful, but I can't put out a big blockbuster that ends with burn it all the fuck down.
Yeah. I'm going to take a hard turn
unless
here.
Your wife's alive, actually. It's actually kind of a good idea you participated in this game because you did end up in a better place.
It all worked out.
Which is what we wanted.
Right, exactly. Plot. I mean,
Yeah,
we basically.
It's true. He is a hero's journey as opposed to just like the complete disintegration
of
everything.
person. Yeah,
everything. Yeah,
it's very true.
Wild choice.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess basically, right, we meet Ben Richards, down on his luck, former nuclear waste removal guy or whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
That's also in the movie we meet him and he's like talking to Angel from Dexter and he's like
Batista.
Batista. Oh wait, I think
his first name is Angel.
Angel Batista. I was gonna say I don't think I pulled that out of nowhere, my friend. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, I was gonna mention it too.
Love Batista. Great, love that guy.
Yeah.
Married to the woman from The Bear. I didn't know that. Anyways.
Good job, Batista.
Yeah.
Or whatever your real name is. I'm so sorry.
I believe it's Zayas. David Zayas?
Okay, that sounds right.
I don't want to say. Anyways, there's like, again, we're supposed to be like, oh, this is a good guy because he brought his baby so that he wouldn't beat him up. He's a righteous, angry man, but he's got limits. Anyways, he's fired. He's like blacklisted from his job. He needs money badly, both in the book and the movie. And so on sort of his like last ditch effort to get enough money for his daughter who is ill, he is going to try to in the book he's trying to do any game show. He doesn't necessarily want to do the Running Man, but they choose him for that. Is that the same case in the movie?
Yeah, it's the case. He could just go.
He wants to get something.
They all sign up for they go to the same place
for like a general screening. Yeah,
they choose you for
which thing. Yeah,
but you don't get to choose.
He doesn't want to. That's right. He doesn't want to do the Running Man because he knows the stakes are the highest. But then he gets the fancy jumpsuit.
It's basically because in both versions they clock. Oh, you have a disrespect for authority.
Yeah,
and like
you're gonna be a star
and can't control your anger. Brilliant.
Yeah. And there's in like the Schwarzenegger one, it's also like ratings are down. So like Richard Dawson's like, we gotta get a star in here. Give me the future.
Give me the biggest son of a bitch.
Give me a
you got.
big man.
Yeah. I need a huge man.
Which is similarly kind of the point here.
Yeah.
I do feel
and it
like,
makes more sense in that because they don't run the government.
Right.
They are beholden to ratings.
Oh, you know what is like the most Verhoeven choice though in that movie is when fucking Richard Dawson's like, give me the what is it, the like fucking give me the Justice Department Entertainment Division.
Oh yeah, Entertainment Division.
So fucking good. Oh my god, I almost fell out of my chair. I was so happy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Which is like perfect. I wish this movie had a little more of that. It'd be nice. But so anyways, he goes, he gets screened. He and two others are chosen for the Running Man. Is he the only one in the book? I'm forgetting now. Or do they just die so quickly it doesn't really matter?
No,
the kids do roast that person. It's not.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah.
I was going to say they do.
But I only remember two.
But it's all in his head.
Right.
So we only hear like vaguely that he
like this
he
guy
hears
went
somewhere
quickly.
that they get whacked. Or
they
whatever.
keep the names. Yeah, it's like Jankowski or whatever the guy, whatever Martin Herlihy's name is.
Yeah, and
Katie O'Brien.
Katie O'Brien is still McLaughlin or whatever.
Yeah.
Or something.
Gotta say, Katie O'Brien, make her the lead.
Yeah, honestly, I'd watch that.
She's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I can only agree.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
She would be fucking growling the entire fucking time.
Well, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, anyways, they're selected. It starts in the movie, right? Herlihy's whacked right away.
Yeah.
So then he's on the run. He goes to New York. Ooh, they have to send in tapes twice a day, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he does
which is funnier in the book almost because that depends on like the post office. At least in the Edgar Wright movie, it's a drone.
Right.
It
like
goes
takes
into
off.
a drone. Yeah.
Yeah. Or so he meets Brolin as well. So like he has to be convinced to do the show, and we meet Josh Brolin, who's like the producer character, and there's like the moments where you're like, this is just the point is just a little too fine. Where you'll be in the top 1% of all people with these winnings or whatever, and it's like. 1%, we get it. Fucking A. Jesus Christ. But
you gonna feed my popcorn to me too?
Exactly. That would be nice.
Right.
Reach right out of the screen, put it right in my
go
mouth.
full Wally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just. So anyway, he decides to do it. He first like goes to New York, then he goes to he like checks into a hotel, fake name. But like he's able to kind of like he says he's going to stay, but then he leaves. He goes to Boston. Boston's where they catch up to him in the book and in the movie. The Hunters at first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, is Stalkers just the name they use in the Schwarzenegger movie, or is it? Because I think one is Hunters and one is Stalkers, but I forget which is which.
I think they're called Hunters in the book, aren't they?
I believe they're Hunters in the book and the
Yeah.
new movie, and then Stalkers in the original. Is my
in the
recollection.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense because they're not really hunting; they're just stalking them.
That
in
is
their little
true.
maze.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're hunting. Well, yeah. Anyways, I guess they're hunting him more in the book, right? And then they're stalking. Yeah. Right. Which Lee Pace, who is like so also.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I know. Well, he's got a big mask on.
Yeah.
But you're like,
Recognize that voice anywhere.
once again, could also be a pretty good stand-in lead. I mean,
Yeah.
the charisma. They
I
literally.
bet he went in for the lead, man.
You would
but they're
think,
like,
right?
you're too old or too something.
Glenn Powell's too hot
And
right
we
now,
got
baby.
They're pushing Glenn Powell for some reason, and we just have to agree.
I will say he's good. But anyway, I know we know your feelings.
Yeah.
But Lee Pace is like so goddamn charismatic that like I
Yeah.
guess we got to put a bag on his head.
Yeah, we got to dampen this.
He is blowing
this
everyone
glow.
else off the screen somehow.
Yeah, I feel like I saw some letterboxd review for the movie. It was like even putting like a big thing over Lee Pace's
scars.
face, he's still
you
he's
could
the hot one.
you could see him smirk under that fucking mask,
And you're
man.
like, ooh, what's this guy doing? What's his deal?
Yeah, he's great in every scene he's in.
He's
It's so sad. It's in this movie.
It's tough. So then he goes to Boston and it's this thing. It's like in the book and in the movie, it's both pretty obvious that like somehow with the packages that's like helping they're aiding in their own tracking by
Yeah.
like knowing where they
At
drop
least,
it
yeah.
in what post office box or whatever, which just also feels, I don't know, it's like a problem. Like it's a story problem that I'd almost would rather he not introduce in some way. Like I just be like, oh, it's completely that we're playing it honest, or
it
like
seems so
it's
much easier
untraceable.
to use the popularity of the show in that you can't hide anywhere where there are people because someone will eventually recognize you.
Right. And
it feels like enough.
It feels
you can
like
play that up.
Totally.
Well, that's the thing too.
Even in the book too.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the book. There not being cameras everywhere in in our 80s.
Yes.
Is that clearly Stephen King was like, well, what is the content of the show?
Right.
He'll have to film himself. That will be the content of the show. But in our reality now, you can come up with a different idea other than like, I got to deliver the tapes or else.
It literally just a phone, like he has to go on Instagram Live.
Sure. Perfect.
Every day at this certain time. It has to be the certain time. Boom, done.
That makes sense. Well,
also, considering the amount of actual product placement in the new movie, why can't you get Instagram on board?
Like, they sponsor
I'm sure Facebook's got bags of money and no morals.
Yeah, they don't care. They just wanted their name out there.
Yeah.
Kind of hilarious that Liquid Death is like, we would.
I was so surprised by the Liquid Death. It makes sense
in this dystopian
name-wise, but I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
It's really nuts. My wife pointed this out as we were leaving of just like, what is the show? Because you get like 10 minutes of tapes from people twice a day.
That's what I'm saying.
And then the rest of it is just
Coleman
Domingo being like, what's up?
Just making the best of nothing, I guess.
Right, because there must be episodes where like essentially, I mean, it's not unlike any show, but like nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's not like Survivor where, again, they have to we got the challenge and then they do this challenge and then there's the tribal.
And they're not above completely fabricating the tapes anyways.
Exactly. Right.
Although in the book it has the thing of like, they're just changing the audio and not his lips. So if you can read lips, like
you know that it's not working.
What the actual message is.
It is funny. Like it obviously works with AI now, but it is like the slop of it. But it was in the book and like in
and in the Schwarzenegger they belabor we can do a face replace on Schwarzenegger and make it look like we killed him.
Right. Yeah.
But in the new movie, they're just like, people will understand what deep fakes are. We don't even have to set up that deep fakes exist.
It's I think you should a little bit.
It's some beautiful 80s future technology of like it's like the grid and like
replacing his face.
I love when
it feels tactical,
like that.
Man. Yeah,
it's really good. So there's just like a lot of stuff. Like again, it's why the Schwarzenegger one works in terms of like I understand what this is on television better than what this show could possibly be.
Yeah, people are gathering around, they're betting.
Right, exactly. They're betting, but it's
you actually see the people start to turn and believe in Richards.
Right.
Unlike in the fucking movie where he's just like they got spray paint.
Yeah, right.
Richards lives.
Richards lives. So he goes to Boston. He gets caught up there. He like escapes into the sewers, and then the VA blows up. This also plays into some of Glenn Powell's maybe worst instincts of like, I need to do a big and elaborate disguise where I have fake teeth and shit.
I thought it worked in Hitman, but
it does work in that.
It does not work here so much.
It works better in that. There are moments where I was like, maybe this is too much, but in this, it's like so weird to do like one moment of it where he's like trying to get a room somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is in the book.
It is.
So clearly that's why it's in the script, but Powell puts the Powell shine
I'm ready to do it. Let me put the teeth in.
It feels like the world they set up is a very serious world. It feels weird to have fucking dress up jokes in this world.
I just realized that I forgot maybe the worst scene in the entire movie, which is where he goes to William H. Macy.
Yes.
Before he leaves town.
Yeah, it's his first stop because he needs
supplies and stuff. Yeah. Is it Molly? It's like a name like that.
Molly.
Yeah. He goes in to William H. Macy. And like he has to like come in through like a side tunnel thing. It's basically
the scene in the John Wick movies where it's like, let me show you all the guns that you will use in the rest of the movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. They set up the explosive, the Irish
Oh, the Black Irish.
Could have changed that. I'm going to say I just could have changed that.
Nah, I see no
I know
problems
the
with it.
IRA was hot in the 80s, Steve, but we could have changed that to a different thing. Right. He goes in, and really it's just such a brutal moment of, because William H. Macy's like, you didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
And like, why are you doing it? I'm fine. Take what you need. You pay me. Whatever. Get out of here. It's a real shame. I was going to offer you a job yesterday.
Yeah.
I even had this shirt made up with your name on it.
Because you want your names on a black market.
Right,
store.
jumpsuit. Yeah, exactly. We all have uniforms here.
But yeah, that's so unnecessary. Also, it kind of implies that he didn't actually hit Rock. He didn't ask any of his friends for help.
For work at any point or whatever.
He just assumed no one could help him.
I'm done. I'm out. And then it's like,
it's like, okay, if you don't have any friends, but you got William H. Macy in your pocket, man.
Yeah, who's here to give you a little, a gas station attendant jumpsuit with your name on it at his, again, underground bomb ring or
Drug
whatever.
Emporium.
I didn't think of it in that respect, but yes, it should have been the impersonal transaction that it is in the book.
Yeah.
Where he knows him and is just like, all right, I'll fucking help you, but then get the fuck out of here.
Totally.
As opposed to, you were going to be my surrogate son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
they cut to a shot that I'm like, for $1 million, they completely, this must have been a reshoot. They got Macy back for one day to just be like, I made this for you. It's crazy. It is so bad.
And belongs in a more serious version of this movie, I guess, maybe.
I get,
If you want to really drag him through the coals and not make it an action movie, that's where that scene makes sense.
Yeah, and you'd also hope that there's more, I don't know, they figure something else out. And there's a version better than I wish you didn't do that tomorrow morning.
Well, I forget, does William H. Macy actually get tortured in the movie, or does he just imagine he gets tortured?
He imagines it, but I think we're meant to consider that that's what happened, essentially, right? Or if not specifically in broad strokes, he was tortured.
That's the thing. So I feel like they're almost like, well, we gotta care that this guy gets tortured and whatever. But it's like there had to be a better way. Yeah, there had to be a better way.
Yeah. It's also just what a colossal waste of William H. Macy, who is awesome all the time.
Yeah.
But oh well. So anyways, he's on the run. Boston, he escapes down like a tunnel, and then this is where he's taken in by a family, like a young kid and his older brother and their mom, and essentially where we learn that like their third sibling, the youngest girl, is like has lung cancer at 5.
Yeah.
And needs, so he can pay them money because he has money to run with, and so that they can get real meds for her on some level.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the oldest sibling knows all the all the secret rules of Running Man, which he's already made into like a 5-minute Instagram reel, or TikTok that he can just here's what you need to know.
These are all the important things, right? They cast archetypes, and you're this guy, and this is how it
would have been
works.
another great thing for him to be like, I've watched all these shows. You missed this one thing. Like, here's what I've also gleaned. Let me help you. Like, what the fuck, guys?
Yes, no, he just completely basically does exposition to camera.
Yeah.
And it comes back. Now, this doesn't happen in the novel. That stuff isn't in the novel.
The older brother
they sort of disappear, right?
Is sort of like the... Well, I think they get whacked by the cops, basically, and he makes a run for... like.
Yeah, but I for some reason, like, I'm already forgetting the book, but for some reason I thought it was like kind of vague.
They
but maybe
get
you're
him out of
maybe
town, I think.
I know that.
But we
that's
are
the
not
thing,
sure
I think,
what happens to them.
I think it's similar to the movie in that their car does get targeted by cops.
They get checked, but they
not the random
put
people
on, like,
on bikes in the movie.
Right.
Oh, right. See, now it's blending for me. Now, too.
Yeah. I believe they get like
it's
a police
cops in the book
check,
for sure.
But like he acts in such a way that then they get out of it. The older sibling, and then they were able to cross the bridge. They get him to who in the movie is Michael Cera.
Yeah.
But is different.
And is sadly just like generic incel in the book. Like I love that Michael Cera brought so much more to that character. Also because like in the book, that character is so shocked that his mother would rat him out. I can't believe she did that. And in the movie instead,
I actually am kind of happy this happened now. Yeah. So he gets all this like kind of down low on like the world and the game and everything. But yeah, they get him out in the movie, right? They're chased and shot at, and then they're able to escape.
Because in the book, it's just basically like because they've already been sort of like living a sort of not underground life, but just sort of like a different street life than Ben Richards.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I know people. I've been talking to people. I can connect you with another, stop on
A
the
like-minded supporter.
Yeah.
not the Weather Underground, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
The Underground Railroad. Is that what you're looking
Yikes.
I wasn't going there anyway. But I think
for? All right. Underground was in both of them. So I was just,
Yeah. I think I just meant like safe house for like lefty weirdos. Kind of thing. Like,
yeah. A safe passage certainly to another. And so they and I know it's in the movie they're gonna send his tapes in for him, right? He like pre-records a bunch.
That was part of
that's
the
like the
premise,
plan.
And I think that's also in the book, but now I'm also forgetting if they're gonna do that for him.
I feel like in the book he basically, or is it in the movie? God, it's all blending. This is what we get for like delaying the
An
recording.
extra week, yeah.
Does he dream that they get tortured, and is that real? Like I feel like there's a part where he dreams that they trace the tapes to that family. They get tortured.
Right. What we learn is the guy who he hooks up with in the book that they drop him off tells him like they're on the run now as well. I think for the same reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we never confirmed. I mean, we just I think assume that they get killed as well. But I'm pretty sure, as we know, like the last we heard, they're like, oh, he's in Cleveland now or something.
Yeah, just because the tone of the book is so bleak and nihilistic, we just assume everyone fucking dies.
Anyone you meet is probably going to get fucking whacked in this thing. Is basically where it's headed to. We bump into Sarah, who is a jolt of fucking energy in this movie that is completely unmatched.
And they've juiced up his backstory in a way that feels good. He can sink his teeth into it. It's
Totally.
nice.
Yeah, he's just trying to roast cops, man.
It's one of the better bits of the whole movie, right? Is like the don't ask him about hot dogs
Right.
situation. And then like, this is not in the book at all. And then he goes there and he's like, there's a hot dog cart in the corner of the basement. And he's like, so what's the deal with
he's
the
like,
hot dogs?
you want to know?
You want to ask about the hot dogs? All right. And then he like gives his whole like backstory of the network has taken over everything and they bought out the cops. And so his dad had been a cop and then he's left the force to do and then they still killed him. And so he wants vengeance. Yeah. So he kind of he reports. Like in this version, there's a button, in like every house.
Talking about on the nose things, so they refer to those kind of cops as goons.
Oh yeah,
and there's one part where there's very prominent.
All goons are bastards.
Well,
yeah,
AGAB
because they can't say
AGAB.
they can't do They can't do cops. Dude.
Yeah,
they're so. This movie is so afraid of pissing anyone off that they don't fucking say anything. It's crazy.
It feels like fake punk rock. They're
yes.
Like, we've got this AGAB.
Yeah.
Graffiti in the movie. It's like, fuck you.
Even the people on the motorcycles that attack them instead of cops are like fake punks, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Sort of like grunge-esque.
Yeah, right. And like also in that town. Wait, where does he, at what point? Because then there's the moment where he's dressed as the blind priest.
Oh, yeah.
Is that before?
That's in the VA.
Oh, that's part of that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And he's like gets caught by a guy who's trying to, anyway, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. That's the more interesting of the two encounters, I would say.
Yeah.
Because that guy is just desperate.
Right,
he's
exactly.
like pissed that he fucking misses his window.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's but not really neither here nor there.
Yeah.
In the greater scheme of the plot. But so Sarah, they drive. He's trying to get him to a bunker that his dad had built. This is in the movie. In the book,
right.
It's not that.
They're basically just driving, and then like the cops shoot them out, and he like commandeers the cops' air car,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I was it hovering or is it an actual slightly flying car or whatever?
It's an air car, Justin.
Right. Oh yes, obviously.
You know those,
right? And then this is where, like in the movie specifically, they're like, okay, Brolin is popping in to do a lot of producing.
Sure.
Because like in Sarah's house, one of the hunters, right? Because he gets a bonus for every cop he kills. And then there's a bonus for if he kills a hunter. And so like there's a floating camera recording like the standoff, and Brolin's like, kill the hunter, just go for it, fucking blast him. It's gonna make for good TV. And he's like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then he leaves. He like runs out of the house. And then, that guy eventually
he ends up shooting the camera.
Right. He shoots because he's so funny.
The real hunter.
Exactly.
Do you get it?
So then, but
Eat
that
the
guy,
document, motherfucker.
And that guy does eventually die because like Sarah gets shot and then they're in a Jeep and they go like head on collision and he jumps out of the truck.
Yeah, is that guy like a guy? Like, has he been like a James Bond goon or something before?
He looks similar. He kind of looks like if
Wait,
one
which
of the one hunter who dies the first hunter to die. He's got like the bottle, like the bleach blonde hair looking thing.
He's in like a lot of TV. He's in Devs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got like a very specific look. He kind of looks like one of the Matrix twins if they shaved the dreads. Like, he's kind of got like the,
Wait, am I thinking of the same guy? I can only remember one hunter other than Lee Pace, and that's the guy that was in Devs.
It might be him. It's the one who dies, he almost kills. Is that the one, the first one, that Brolin's like, kill this guy?
Bro, I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, the specific face.
No, I just can't remember the scene.
Oh no, no, fair.
The actor's name is Carl Glusman. He is indeed in Devs.
Okay,
Devs. Okay, formerly married to Zoe Kravitz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's in The Bike Riders.
Okay, sure.
I just love Devs.
Oh my God.
I watched it again recently.
Oh wait, is he the fucking romantic? Oh my God. So, I can't talk about this, but I'll tell you guys and then cut it out later.
Okay.
So.
Not your fault, buddy.
That's
trying to make a buck in this world.
Yeah, look, hey.
That's amazing. All right, edit point. But yeah, Carl Glusman, what a CV.
Yeah, he's in there. So he dies. Richards escapes, continues to escape in the movie, and then tries to go to this bunker. It turns out, twist, it's getting developed for real estate, which is actually not a bad. Like that's kind of it's fine.
Yeah.
Of the things that I don't actually like is like maybe a little too on the nose. I'm like, okay, that's kind of fine.
Yeah. But also, it does sort of fall apart. It's like Michael Cera's planned so much,
right,
that he's not aware of that.
Right, exactly.
But, okay, sure.
Yeah, that like a new development is being put up or whatever, and they like cleared this forest where the bunker was.
Maybe he's so obsessed with his
fair point. It wasn't perfect, but it's okay. It's better than some of the other stuff they do.
True. Because that's the thing. There's not like phone stuff, right? Because it's only like the only technology is to feed they call it Freevee, which I'm sure Freevee now is just really pleased about that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why they called it Freevee, man.
Well, they're gone, right? They just rolled that into Amazon, I think, technically.
Oh,
probably.
Yeah, they probably heard the Running Man movie was coming.
And we're like, we got to get rid of this.
But like all the tech people are always choosing sci-fi things and not taking it for the correct reasons.
Yeah.
So I could see someone being like, oh, it's a TV thing in a book. Yeah, let's call it that.
The Peter Thiel one, I can't think of the name of the device from Lord of the Rings, but it's like the name of his weird think tank.
Oh, the Palantir thing?
That's it. Yeah.
It's the fucking opposite of what they are fucking doing.
It's so funny. It's
insane.
It's so good.
I don't want to live in this world.
I mean, look, money is basically a mental illness, and it's awesome.
Damn. Yeah, the Palantir shit is so
it's
fucked.
Unbelievable. So anyways, yeah, they, well, I guess to slightly lay that out, in Lord of the Rings, that's the thing that Sauron looks into, right? That like absolutely makes him insane. It's like an all-seeing orb that can show you the world, but if you do it too much, you become addicted and like not a person anymore.
Let's name our surveillance fucking machine after this.
It's so cool. And I'm trying to think what happens in the book. So that guy dies, much like Sarah does. He gets further, right, he like kind of leads them off. There's like a car chase with some goons or cops. And then he gets out. Yeah, thank you. And then that guy, he keeps driving to like draw them away from him in the book, if I remember. And because I remember him being like, oh, we got further than I thought he was going to, something to that effect. Yeah. And then basically goes into what the third act of this movie is, which is where he like kidnaps a woman in a car.
Because there is like a long dark night of the soul where he's like busted his leg and he's like walking in the woods.
Yeah, he's quite fucked up. I mean, he gets really beat up, whereas in the movie he's not as
not
knocked around. But yeah, he's like shot a couple times and like broke his leg and stuff. Yeah.
But also doing the audiobook of The Running Man and knowing what the third act of the movie, because it kind of a classic, better than the movie situation. Started the book, watched the Glenn Powell movie, finished the book.
Same.
So knowing where the third act was coming and then seeing where it starts in the book is like, oh shit, this is still like 2 more hours of the audiobook.
Yeah.
This is like not paced the same way at all or whatever.
I truly thought there's no way the third act of this movie is the way that this was going to happen in the book. I thought there's no way.
Yeah.
And yet I had to hear it again. I had to do it again. It's unfucking believable. I can't believe they thought this was a good idea. So yeah, he like hijacks a car and or a woman in a car because he's being DNA sniffed or whatever. And so like it's Amelia Jones, who I think was Coda.
She's in Coda, right?
Yeah, she's the child of deaf adults.
Yes.
Yeah. And then is in like Trap or no, what was the show?
Task?
Task. That's the one. Yeah, she's in that too. She seems okay.
It's funny
Tough
that
in
you
this.
didn't remember it. I only know the name of that show because you said it. Amelia Jones from Task.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I know it.
Well, it's been 2 weeks, Justin. It's all gone now.
So hopefully she can lean on that work and not this work.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Not her
got
fault, though.
nothing. I mean, nothing to do here. It's really tough. I mean, this is...
Basically, she's oblivious middle-class bitch who, through being around Glenn Powell / Ben Richards in the book for, a couple hours, is like, I guess you're a regular guy and there's a government / network conspiracy?
Yeah.
I'd never.
I never even considered such a thing. Yeah. Very much.
His scales have fallen from my eyes.
Yeah, they drive around.
But at least in the 80s movie, like she works for the company, but she doesn't work on that kind of thing.
Right.
So she's just like, whatever.
It's Maria Conchita Alonso. So she's introduced much earlier in the film and has kind of an arc too.
Yeah. She has something to do.
Yeah.
Kills Dynamo.
Yeah, she kills Dynamo.
Well, sort of. I mean, kind of.
No, yeah.
Basically.
She like and so right in the Schwarzenegger movie, right, she's like a jingle writer for the network, and then like which gives her access to the original unedited Bakersfield Massacre
but she
tape.
also gets a glimpse of like when she sees them like talk about like him being picked up at the airport, like he killed all these people, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
That's not how that happened. I was there. Yeah,
right. Because in the movie he kidnaps her early, tries to fly away. They get him. He obviously doesn't kill a bunch of people. He just tries to run.
Yeah.
By the way, love his getaway costume. I also loved Yaphet Kotto's costume. He looks like fucking Raphael in the Ninja Turtles movie. It's amazing.
Kotto's
it's like the same coat, the same jacket.
So good.
Oh yeah. When he's like,
it's so good.
Having his to make another reference, Ringo in Hard Day's Night moment. Gotta go off and sulk a bit.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's bad. This is all bad. This is not a good part of the movie or book, really. And I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, there's just a moment in the movie specifically where Powell, again, this is the kind of ham-fisted nature where they're just going to like, we're getting a message in here. Mm-hmm. He's like, all right, how about this? I'm going to give you 1 minute to say everything you want about me. And she's just like, you're dirty, low class, you left your family, blah, blah, blah. She like just, again, the kind of rhetoric that like a rich upper class person or middle upper class person would say about like why couldn't you get a job and blah, blah, blah. And you hit your boss and this and that. And you just want more. And you hate me because I'm rich and you're not, and blah, 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 and just gets to do all that. And then Glenn Powell's like, all right, my turn. Yeah. And then he gets to lay out like his side of things. And then it's like, oh, I guess we've learned a little bit about and just, it is just like pure straight rhetoric. And it is rough.
This feels like this movie was written 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they just...
Well, yeah, specifically like... Because so when he gets in her car, she's watching Americanos, which we've now checked in on for like the 5th time.
She's watching Americanos with her friend?
With her friend, because it's a self-driving car.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, they're talking about late satire where it's like, I would assume this is sort of like Kardashian. It's like Kardashians or
clearly.
Maybe Real Housewives, which still holds a place in the culture.
Yeah.
But Kardashians...
We've gone so much worse than that.
We're so far beyond it. And like
I said, MILF Manor should have been the go-to.
100%.
At least
we
recent.
Are well beyond the idea of like, those Kardashians are a little bit loud, and what are they even arguing about? Like, or
Remember
whatever.
Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Do you know how long the Vanderpumps have ruled? Come on.
Tom Sandoval did a whole season of Traitors, okay? High on cocaine, I assume. Yeah, it's just feels all so very behind the times.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been on TV for 20 years. The Soup was skewering them 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's rough. And so they get to an airport. He wants a plane.
It's so belabored in the book too, because one of the smart things in the adaptation is the introduction of like, we can tell you don't actually have a bomb on you because we have technology. Thanks.
Right. Yeah.
But it's this overextended thing where he's pretending that
he's got a little bit of Irish.
That that he's got that black Irish. He's gonna blow everything up. You gotta give me the dog day afternoon. I need a plane. I need blah blah blah. And just a very not tense hostage situation at the airport in the book. Yeah. Which at least is a little bit faster in the movie.
Right. I guess the only moment in the book
tense, though.
They don't.
Right.
They kind of bring it a little, and it's in the book too, and it's kind of interesting, this idea that like, right, his fans come out, but then there's like fights breaking out between like there's fans and then people who are also rooting for him to be killed. Like that becomes like there's some skirmishes there. Again, like kind of literalizing the idea of like if they're mad about this, they're not going to be mad at the network kind of thing, right? Like that kind of stuff, which is okay. It's not. It's actually more the maybe one of the only palatable moments of that run. But yes, then he ends up on a plane, and basically right. So then this is where Brolin is once again producing and is like, we're going to make you the new hunter. You're going to have a new show. This guy was you. The first guy who made it the furthest is the lead hunter. That's Lee Pace. By the way, the hunters, when you killed the other hunter, were really mad. So they came in and they killed your wife and daughter. And here's video of that, which we know at this point can be faked because they faked so much video before this.
Yes.
So also like whether or not he believes it, we don't know. But basically there's a whole moment where at least it felt like for me where if I were sort of Ben Richards, I would start to have at least some empathy for the hunters because they're, as you learn, they're kind of in his situation as much as anything. And like, they, essentially, right, they could threaten to kill their families or whatever.
We've turned you to the dark side. We've harnessed your anger.
Yeah. Right.
And now we have you hunting other people for our benefit.
Right, exactly. They're as much a cog in the system as anybody and like dancing at the will of the network. And then Ben Richards proceeds to murder them all. Yeah. In a way that I was like, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you might start to feel, and like, oh, this is one of those like the movie moments too where in the beginning he's watching the show and like one of the questions is how many bathrooms are on this like specific private jet. And it's like 4, 6, 8. And then he gets on the plane and he's like, oh, how many bathrooms are on this thing? And the pilots don't know. And he's like, that means they're hunters.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dog, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
And then
also they're the only ones that don't hide their fucking face.
Exactly. Yeah, you could just see them.
Yeah.
Right. And also it does pay off because like one of them hides in the 6th bathroom or some shit like that.
He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's like enough. I fucking got it.
Yeah. Like certain filmmakers
it doesn't pay off because Lee Pace is like underneath, right?
Right. He's not actually hiding in there. I mean,
he is counting the bathrooms.
I
guess it does kind of pay off.
It's not satisfying.
No. Yeah. Maybe that's what I'm actually saying.
That's what you're feeling. Yeah. Yes.
Certain filmmakers have certain signatures, and it's interesting. I feel like Robert Zemeckis has a signature way of doing that plant and payoff thing where you're like, this is amazingly elegant. He was doing 2 other things, so I didn't even pay attention to that. We're setting this up that's going to pay off right at the end of fucking Roger Rabbit or whatever. I feel like Edgar Wright tries to do that, and instead you're like, that seems like a random moment. I wonder if that's going to like pay off something later. Oh, guess what? It's him hitting the arm on the slot machine harder and harder, trying to force more coins out somehow. And you're like, we got it. We got it. Enough. Yeah.
Let the machine lie.
Yeah.
Simon used to be able to finesse it a little bit, but when you're just writing on your own, my man, I don't know.
I mean, Bacall's pretty good too. I don't understand what happened
because he did the 21 Jump Street movies too. And he's so fucking good.
Yeah, that's great. And well, and what you're saying, like at World's End is fantastic at that. Like the grace note of like, oh, they're basically all reliving the same night. It's anyways.
Like
better.
it's neat, but it's got so much panache that Peg brings the panache, I think.
I think we've learned, if anything.
Yeah.
So anyways, he gets on the plane, he murks everybody. And like, you know, he was just immediately.
Well, Amelia Jones is brought as the hostage on the plane. Right. And even in the moment when he gives her the parachute for her to get, she's like ripped off the plane and we're like, wait, did she die too?
I think we need to check on her.
No, she's out of here. She's out of the movie.
Right, because she pulls
Express
the door
out of the movie.
and then nothing happens and then she gets sucked out. Yeah, it's crazy. Which, right, at this point, and she's being dropped with all of like the zines, like Michael Cera is a zine maker.
Yeah. You know how you pick up zines you find on the ground and read them
and
to
like,
enrich your life?
This is the truth, clearly.
Yeah. Literally yesterday, in real life, found someone's Post-it note that had like scribblings about like the government and shit, and was like, all right, garbage.
Trash.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
I think
wish I could burn this first.
Yeah, you got activated or something. Is that why you're wearing the beret?
Does she make it on the plane in the book? I don't think she does, right? Or does he parachute her out?
I forget. There's like a whole thing where they give her like sodium pentothal to find out because she like he's continuing to lie that I've got explosives, and then they're like, we're going to ask her if you've got explosives, and she continues to lie for whatever reason.
Yeah,
she has empathy. Oh my god,
right? She's learned her lesson.
But then they're going to give her sodium pentothal to be like, okay, is there really an explosive?
Yeah. So I don't think she does end up on the plane. I don't think. I can't remember. But anyways.
I don't think.
I truly can't remember
especially considering that in the book, he just crashes the plane into the network building.
Yeah.
That's the like
final page.
Pyrrhic victory of the book, I guess. I don't think she's on that plane.
Yeah.
Or if she is, one of the hunters marked her in
Bachman strikes
in an accidental way or
she
something.
Gets killed. I don't think she gets on. Or again, maybe he gives her a parachute or some shit. I can't remember.
Hey, either way, it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because in the
pretty
movie,
nothing character in both versions.
It truly has nothing to do. It says nothing interesting and is pieced out. Literally, they eject her with as much thought that they inject her into the movie, which is her flying out of the window.
I mean, that's the thing is she's a mouthpiece for a point of view that the movie isn't invested in.
Yes.
It's like we have to create this class situation or political situation to help explain the reality we're telling, but without the investment and no real desire to tie it into real world stuff, probably in a like corporate, like, hey, we can't put out a corporate piece of entertainment that genuinely comments on real world stuff. So we'll just vaguely tap into disgruntlement, I guess.
Yeah.
But in a way that's completely ineffectual. And
it's like not helpful.
Yeah.
Like I like just have her be like, because she makes the line of like, oh, that show's so fucking fake. Just have her be like, oh, she thinks like some of this fake, but she doesn't give a shit that this is happening to people.
Right.
What actual people like her would not give a shit about.
Right.
And then try and change her mind.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, oh, it's fake or whatever. My God, it's real? Like, come on.
Yeah. I will say in the book, even though it's so belabored, there is, I think, a moment where the cops start shooting at the car that he's in with her.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, they don't care about me?
Yeah.
They generally just want to kill both of us?
Yeah.
Right.
That is like a...
That's more powerful.
Yes.
I can see that making an impact on a person and being like, oh, let me change my point of view somewhat.
Yeah.
Right. That I could be acceptable collateral damage in this scenario. Yeah, totally. Which makes more sense. So then in the book, he flies that plane right in the building. And in the movie, he's going to do that. And they're like, Brolin's still offering him a deal once he's killed everybody. And then he's like, nah, I'm not
because they also have like remote control autopilot and can just pull the plane out of a dive or whatever the fuck.
Right. Or
something.
They're like, we'll blow it up. We have missiles that can take it down before you even get here.
Yeah.
And then the movie we think it's about to happen. And then the movie comes to a halt so that a character... Alan, you want to take this?
No, go ahead.
Because this is the moment in the movie theater when you turned to me. For some reason, like I wrote it, and were like, and looked at me like, are you okay with this? Are you okay with this? This was the feeling I had, as if like I was in some way responsible.
Go ahead.
As
That's
if
not what
I
was saying.
wrote it somehow.
Go ahead. That's not what I was
like
saying.
I edited this film for our screening specifically.
I turned to you several times.
You did, but this was the most sustained. This was the longest and most sustained eye contact I've ever received in a movie from another person I'm seeing a movie with. We're away from the screen, bent out, way around, craning around, looking at me with shrugging shoulders and hands out, just like, why did you do this to me? As if I was involved for some reason. Just a man who bought a ticket.
I'm so sorry, man.
Just committed the sin of sitting next to you, I guess.
Was just
I don't
trying
know.
to share the misery. That's all.
That was fair. It was fair. I don't know. It felt accusatory, but it's
to be
okay.
fair, I was the person in between. It did just see like, are you seeing this shit?
That's what I was saying.
Okay,
yes.
all right. It just look. Maybe I took it too personally, and that's on me, and I got to work on that.
The first time was definitely like, that's your boy that you love.
Yeah, well,
but that one I was just like, I can't.
It's an insane. It's basically the older brother character who we've already established as like. Again, YouTube doesn't exist, but like essentially a YouTuber, like a conspiracy YouTuber of the Running Man show, like comes out and does like a full. It felt like 10 minutes. I would assume it's 2.
It certainly did.
It felt long. He's like wearing a mask and like.
Yeah, well, as I compared it to The World's End, it's the like, okay, the world is blanked out, and now Nick Frost is going to tell the story of like what has happened since.
Yeah.
And then there's like a cool moment for Simon Pegg to look cool with a sword at the very end of the movie, or whatever his weapon is. It's literally that, because it's the brothers saying like, oh, so there's people who think he ejected from a plane and blah blah blah.
Right. It got shot down and blah blah blah. But then what is this? It's an eject. Pod or something, and what is it suspiciously there? And then no one's ever seen him, and yada yada.
What possible purpose is this serving?
I mean, it's putting a happy ending on this movie in a way that, but like tries to then recapture its
He's going to show up anyways. You don't need any of it.
It's true. Yeah, no, it's a good point.
It literally doesn't matter how he survives. We don't care.
It is a long interlude to explain what essentially we all know, which is that Glenn Powell is not going to die at the end of this movie, no matter what.
And it's the people are rising up and all kinds of shit. It's crazy.
Enough pieces fall into place where like Coleman Domingo is like, well, I'm not hosting the show
Coleman
anymore.
Domingo is so cool. He's like, you're not going to kill me. I'm walking out of the movie.
It's really great. I mean, from the moment his very first line being, I said no tuna tartare in my amuse-bouche because you will not be amused when my bouche like has mercury poisoning. And I was like, you know what? He can say literally anything. Yeah, it's all good to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just basically to set up this moment where Glenn Powell can brandish a gun at
which is the moment from the movie,
mean
the
Josh
80s
Brolin.
movie.
Yeah. Oh yes, yeah, and it's also
that's when they decide to remake the movie,
right?
For the end,
it's the hunter's gun that says like truth or justice on it or something.
Destiny,
destiny,
the fuck.
Right, the hammer of destiny. Yeah,
that is kind of the part of the society that I thought was a little interesting. It was like the hunters like selling shit on the commercials, because that was like the whole thing about Destiny. It was like a brand or some shit.
Oh yeah.
They don't really go into it enough to make it actually interesting, but it's like
that's actually
someone thought about it.
That's an interesting. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is on the currency. I don't know.
God, I can't believe they showed it more than once. I cannot fucking believe they showed it more than once.
Yeah.
God, I felt so insulted. I felt so insulted. Dude.
You didn't get it. There's a bunch of those. I mean, it's fine, but like, there's like a bar called Bachman's in Neon.
Oh yeah. Like in
the lockers.
Yeah, in the locker room, it's like fucking Spacek and Kat. You know, it's the cast of Carrie's last names over the lockers. It's like, really, anyone else's last name is Spacek?
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. So he comes. Well, so then, we hit the whole conspiracy thing. Did he live? Did he not live? There's a runner with a sock. A baby sock or something, and
Jesus, yeah.
He sees his wife and child are actually alive, and I guess got the money because they're shopping at what looks like to be like a future Whole Foods. So they just moved up in the world, apparently.
It almost seems like they're like, hey, we signed a contract. We will pay
We
your
do need to pay.
wife.
It's crazy that they're beholden to like any of those rules.
Right, exactly.
When they are in charge.
We've seen everything else about them do. Like
They have
can do
DNA
anything.
sniffing streetlights. What are you talking about? They paid her. Get out
They
of
paid
here.
her
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
And now she's at Whole Foods getting fun Twinks.
Getting fun, yes, with a hover cart going. And so then at the end,
Was it a hover cart?
No, no. I'm
Oh,
just
okay,
saying,
I was like,
don't
what
know.
the hell?
Just to show that it's the future, Alan.
Right, I know, but I was like, did I miss like
We've-
such a huge detail?
In 2025 of the movie, the
Yeah.
carts have gone so far.
Yeah, and they insert the squeaky wheel noise.
Right, just to feel. Yeah, it's like
The naturalism.
It's like when you have a hybrid or a fully electric car and they can put engine noises in.
And they choose the dumbest sound of all time.
And you're like, so he's waiting outside for her. They reunite. It's beautiful. And then at the very end, yes, Coleman Domingo quits, leaves the movie, says, "You can't kill me." Josh Brolin, the crowd's going crazy for some reason. I guess he started an uprising, basically. And then who should come out of the shadows but the hooded figure, Ben Richards, and he shoots Josh Brolin in the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. And then that's the end of the movie.
And then it's just a bunch of animated like Richards lives. Richards lives.
Yeah. Half-hearted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that. I don't know why you would be so faithful to a story that's clearly leading to
Bullshit.
Because that's the thing. In this, I forget if we mentioned it in the story. His wife and daughter do get killed by the hunters.
Yes. Yeah.
They just straight up are like, "Hey, guess what? Fuck you," and they kill them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they just they make all the, and they have to make a mainstream movie, I guess.
It's just the most coward adaptation I've ever seen, man.
Yeah,
It's
there's
crazy.
there's got to be a better.
Like, is it PG-13?
I think it's R.
Is it R? Like, why is it R?
I think there's
Fucking
enough
stuff.
cursing
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
They must have got
It's
an
the
R.
tamest R I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I mean, there's,
Well, wait, someone gets lit on fire? But I guess you can light someone on fire in PG-13. Why not?
violence is.
I'm pretty sure you can, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
You just can't
interesting.
show nudity. Not really.
Unless it's tasteful, artistic Titanic style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still don't know how they got away with that one.
It's
James
art.
Cameron.
She's
Yeah.
posing for art.
True.
Yeah.
If they had showed anything during the like sex in the car scene, probably then it wouldn't be PG-13.
That's where we
but,
would stop. Yeah. Draw a line.
Yeah, I feel like I had another thought. I guess just that once he finds out his wife and daughters died, he's like, great, this plane's going down.
Anyway, I might as well. I'm coming right for you. Right. The Brolin character, in the book.
Oh, that was something. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he is black in the book.
Oh, yeah. And
Which allows Ben Richards to just curse him out in many racially charged ways.
Yeah. And then basically.
Not his first time. Not his
yeah,
first rodeo, one might say.
And then essentially.
Cursing out
it's-
the black doctor and
Right.
all kinds of shit throughout.
Yeah, he says a bunch of sexist stuff to the other
It's
doctor.
fucking
There's really
wild,
some
dude.
crazy stuff in there. And then basically, right, like the last thing is like, that producer guy like turns around in his office and the plane is like already taking up the entire window and bang, then the book's over. And that's
Yeah.
Again, also, I'm like, is it better that he just blasts Josh Brolin in the face to end this movie? I don't know
I don't
particularly.
think so.
It doesn't feel triumphant. I will say,
No.
as silly as the '80s movie is, and that's the thing, is it feels like it's doing a Death Race 2000, but maybe not even quite as clever.
Yeah.
That ending where fucking Richard Dawson gets shot out and turns into a fireball.
Yeah.
Pretty satisfying ending.
Very
Pretty
cool.
triumphant.
Yeah. That's a really.
I don't do requests.
I don't do the credit. Oh, man. That's also, what a cool little bit of like filmmaking that is where they like shoot them out in like the little car thing or like whatever the cage is.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
way
was
they, like,
obsessed with that shit
deposit
as a kid.
them.
I thought it was so cool.
It's really fucking cool. And so,
Yeah.
right, they put them in there and it's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of a bummer ending. Kind of a letdown. It doesn't work.
I was going to tease it up front, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because it would be too much of a giveaway. I feel like apart from when we did Haunting in Venice, Halloween Party, I can't think of another episode where really I don't know if any of the versions are definitive and are like 100% strong on their own. I feel like maybe the Schwarzenegger, by being a little bit its own thing, is potentially the strongest, but I don't know that it's even quite like I'm not going to give that a 4-star movie or something like that.
Yeah, I would agree. It's like a cool 3.5.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I'd probably give it a 4, but 3.5 is more than fair, I would say.
It's just again, it's like
I have too much nostalgia.
Yeah, you're baked in on that one,
So,
which I can totally understand.
tough.
I just wish they took more of that structure for this, and I think it would be really interesting. Like if you could improve upon that and like add some of this stuff, or you know, I don't know. There's a smarter way to do it, and
there's a not compromise, but there is like you can take ideas from both probably, and it would be better.
Yeah, 100%. No.
Take some of the leanness from the 80s movie and
take the structure of it being like a game show, which is still, because that's the thing too. It's like obviously we're meant to be in the future, but it's like we're, again, we have Beast Games. Survivor is still massively popular. Like all these things where it's like that's the
Survivor
format.
is still popular?
They host Survivor watch parties at High Tops every week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it is like massively popular. I know many people who are our age or younger who watch Survivor religiously.
Damn. Okay.
It is like very, very popular for people. I don't know why.
I missed that boat.
They're on season 50.
I feel like one thing that it makes sense it's lacking from the book, but that could be more present in the new movie is everybody understands that reality TV is produced. And I feel like we need, if Brolin's going to be the villain that he's going to be, we should see him pulling more strings on the shit that happens. Whereas it's kind of playing the like book, like we only see it from Richard's point of view. He doesn't know if he's being followed, whatever. Because I think, and maybe Series 7, The Contenders does this, where it seems like they don't necessarily know it, but contestants are being pushed into things. So we can still have this cross-country thing that they want to do, but be more like the 80s movie and be like, great, you're being pushed in this scenario, where you're going to have to be challenged by fucking Sub-Zero or something.
Right, one of the stalker hunter characters who's like got a specialty or whatever. Yeah. Which is just also fun. Like that's also watching one of the 80s, like the practical effects are fun. And like the actual like look of it is like just that again, it's a little silly, but I was like, you know what I really enjoyed? Dynamo having a light, bright suit. It's pretty fun. That's good. I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be like real world gritty or whatever. It's like, let it be a little fucking cartoonish. I don't know.
Fireball, my gas line.
Jim Brown, fucking awesome. Jesse Ventura, fucking awesome. Like good shit.
It's pretty stacked.
So, it's a good one. In that, I have no idea what to say about Final Judgments.
Yeah,
it perplexes us.
Which is what we're rolling.
The movie's bad. The book is okay if you overlook a lot.
Yeah,
but also ultimately not great.
Yeah,
and the 80s movie's fun.
So doing the thumbs up, thumbs down, we basically do with yes, no. Did you like the book? Anybody?
Not really. I thought it was okay.
There are moments. I guess
there's something about the Stephen King dialogue where it just it really hurts sometimes.
I would say maybe halfway through I would have been like qualified yes, and by the end I'm like qualified no.
That's kind of it. Yeah, all the stuff that I did like is from the very beginning through like him getting onto the show.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's kind of messy and not as interesting.
Yeah. I will say Kevin Kennerly, who reads the audiobook, is great. I also listened to the audiobook he did of The Between by Tananarive Due. Mm-hmm. He's just great. And I guess he's also like a theater actor. So he knows how
he has a great voice. It's not his fucking fault.
Yeah.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Is like if for some reason you do,
and it made some of the more racist shit at least not hurt as much.
Yeah. Right. Because he's a African American gentleman. So I guess what I'm saying is if you do want to engage with the book, maybe go for the audiobook because Kevin Kennerly delivers it very well.
It's a good performance for sure.
So we'll start. I guess we'll stick to the Glenn Powell movie first. I know you didn't like the Glenn Powell movie, Alan.
Yeah, dog shit.
You literally turned to us and said, "This is dog shit."
Yes.
The moment the credits started rolling.
I did say that.
Yes, you did. As if we made it.
There's a couple turns throughout the movie, like, "Are you seeing this?" And then just out loud, "That was dog shit."
Yeah. Sure.
What about you, Tyler? Yes or no? Was it a good movie? Or did you like the movie? That's the question.
There are certainly moments I liked. Michael Cera's very good. There are other things that are okay. Overall, not a wholly successful film.
I will also downgrade my dog shit into it's just bad.
Okay.
Because I don't remember a lot of it because it's sort of just forgettable.
Yeah.
And that's the telltale sign of a bad movie.
Yeah.
I'm not nearly as angry because I don't fucking remember half the shit that angered me.
Yeah, you were not pleased.
But certainly right after seeing it, I was like, poof. And actually in talking about it in the pod, actually, no, it's back up the dog shit. Actually. Yeah, it's actually, because you made me remember a lot. Yeah, it's back up the dog shit.
Yeah.
We're trying to jog that memory.
Yeah.
I guess I would say there are moments I liked. There's a lot that's not good. So
moments. Sarah's good.
Sarah's really good. That's a great chunk of the movie. And like that action stuff in that sequence is really good. Like he's just brings a lot of energy. It's really fun.
Yeah, I mean it's like I said, all the good shit is literally in that trailer.
Yeah.
So it's like I thought, it was like that seems kind of fun. Like maybe there's going to be more fun stuff like that in this movie. It's like no, they cherry picked the most inventive parts of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of.
I think expectations played into it. I think I liked it the best of us.
I like Coleman too.
I would,
even though he's not in the super ton.
Yeah, I would give it qualified. Yes, I liked it. Partly because I was going in with the lowered expectations of Last Night in Soho, and I feel like I did. Thinking back on it, I still liked it better than Last Night in Soho. Not a high bar to clear.
Yeah,
but it's enough for me to say.
That's a difficult comparison, though. I don't know which one I hate more.
Both kind of wrecked by the ending.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah,
he can't. At World's End is his bleakest ending.
Yeah.
He can't do. He's obsessed with happy now. Marvel, I'm telling you, Marvel broke him, dude. I don't know what they did to that boy, but they broke him somehow.
Yeah. Jesus.
He can't land the plane. That's what you're saying. He's got to crash it into a building.
So I think everyone would say that of the two movies and the book, we might all come down on the Schwarzenegger being the best. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But,
just by default,
it's the most fun.
Yeah.
But between the Powell movie and the book, what would you say is better?
The Powell movie and the book?
Yeah. That's why I want to make it a little difficult.
I'm gonna go with the book. I think both scenarios, the world isn't super set up in a way that I really understand, but the book has the most fighting chance.
It does. I think there's a lot to be said for it, like being in, like just you're taking in the world through the main character. And
so it is fractured. Yeah, as a result.
That's the most.
But in a movie, you have a lot more opportunities to really tell the story, and they try to with dumb little jokes and shit, like the Americanos and stuff. But it's like it's not really enough. Not for me.
Yeah. As like, even though it's sort of that, I think the movie suffers from being too faithful. They do add a lot of stuff that doesn't work and drags it down. So yeah, like I think kind of going back to your thing is like the first half, I would be like strong recommend. You can just stop right there. Yeah. But I think it's a better first half of a book than it is a better first half of a movie, and so it's like
I would
just
agree.
edge it out a little with the book, I guess.
Yeah. I similarly think just a weak edge to the book. Yeah. But we would say Schwarzenegger all day, all night.
Well, he's got a reality distorting field in whatever movie he's in. It is tailored to him no matter what the movie should be about.
It's like also a good, it's like a good, they've made it a good vehicle for him, and he's like a good movie star, so it like works in that vein of like being a pretty successful Schwarzenegger movie, if not a good adaptation. But it's actually, again, I think it's a smarter adaptation in some ways. So
I truly think it's a smarter adaptation.
Yeah.
Because they went, woof, this book? Okay, we'll make something out of it.
Also funny that the original movie still credits like based on the book by Richard Bachman.
Yeah, that's funny.
And the new one does not. All right. Well, this is the end of our calendar year. Hope you have a lovely holiday season. We'll be back next year with more of the same nonsense. I know that probably in February we're going to do Wuthering Heights because we have a guest who's very chomping at the bit to do Wuthering Heights. Not sure what's up for January yet, but we'll be here and see you soon. Come into the store, come into Skylight Books, or visit our website, skylightbooks.com. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely time.
Bye.
Running.
Running.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Skylight Books podcast series. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to check out the book featured in this episode, or others, please visit skylightbooks.com. If you're in the Los Angeles area, stop by for one of our live in-person author events. You can find a calendar on our website. If you like this podcast, leave us a review. It really helps us out. Our music is by Duck the Piano Wire. Till next time.
Okay.
Running.